Hello, in this Visual Basic video we are going to take a look at arrays. So arrays are a collection of data, and honestly that's like the simplest way to put it. This is just a collection of data. They all have to be the same data type, so that is one just little caveat. And it's great if data has something in common and you want to use to be able to access them, store them. It's really cool like that. So let's just dive right into it. And what we're going to do is put dim. Now the name of our array, I'm just going to call it R. Then you put open close brackets, and then you put how big you want your array to be. So I'm just going to put 5 just to make it simple. And add, and then what the data type is. So let's just say integer. It can be literally any data type at all, even a custom made data type. So just as long as you're aware of that. To assign a value to one of these places, you just do R. The name of the data type, 0. So 0 refers to the first value in the array, and that's how computers start. They always start at 0. So the valid ranges will be 0 to, let's say, n minus 1. So n minus n being 5 in this case. So 4 is the highest value. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 is the 5th element. And okay, so if we assign a value to it, I don't know, 1 for example. And let's just do R, assign a value to it, make that equal to 2. So there's a slight offset between the index and the actual value. So that's pretty cool. 2, 3, 4. No, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so let's just print these out. So you can just use them as you would any other integer, each individual value. So if we do console.writeLine or 0, and if I copy that, change this to 1, 2, 3, and 4. Run it. I think it's printed out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's pretty cool. What happens if, let's say, I don't know, change this to 100? You don't want to manually assign 100 values. You don't want to manually, print out 100 values. What we can do is a for loop, and there's like a special for loop as well. I'm not going to cover that in this video. I'm going to leave that for a separate tutorial. So feel free to check out the for each loop video, and then we'll cover that. But there's one last thing I sort of want to cover in this video, and that is multi-dimensional arrays. So if I change this back to 5, and if I create another array, so if I just do dim, and I'll create this one as a decimal this time instead, just to make it a little different. And I'll call this multi. And for a multi-dimensional array, you just put the number of like information, then you put comma, then you put another number. So this is a 2-dimensional array. So you can think of it like as a grid that's 5 by 5. So it's almost like a mini chessboard, which I know chess is 8 by 8, but like it's a mini version of it. We've removed 3 pieces. Okay, so 5 by 5 as double, so the decimal value. But like I said, any data type is valid. And to access a value for the array, to use it, or to actually know what I'm going to do to keep it simple, I'm going to put 2. So there's only a total of 4 values here. This is going to make it easier without having to use a loop, which is covered in the next video. So if I do multi, and then if I do 0, 0 equals 0. So what this is saying, go to the 0th index, and then go to the 0th index in that. So what this actually is saying is create a 2 by 2 array, but more specifically, each first section of the array, so the 0 and 1, those are the indexes. At each one of them, create another array that is of length 2. So each one of these has an array of a length 2. And you could keep adding. So you could have a 3-dimensional array, a 4-dimensional array, and the actual dimensions, the numbers don't have to be the same. They can be however you want. This is moaning because we don't have a 2-dimensional array. This is actually a 6-dimensional array, but the principle is the same. So to actually add values to everything, there's 4 in total. So 0, 1. I'll keep it at 0, then we just do 1. So that's the first, inside array for the first index, and the next one is just the same, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So if I do 0, 1, 2, 3, and if I were to print this, console.writeLine multi and let's print it out. Let's run it, see what we get. So we get 0, 1, 2, 3. So that's a multi-dimensional array. Pretty simple stuff. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and I look forward to seeing you in the next programming video.